Hello everybody and welcome back to Armored Core. So we're going to be doing a couple of things. First off, we're going to have our first mission with biological enemies. And second, we're actually going to give building a tank a try now that we can get the liquid cash required to do such a thing. Building a really tanky tank requires a lot of credits, though, because ideally, if you're going for maximum durability, you'd build a tank legs with a heavy core. But this is just to show you exactly, well, how to be a tunnel rat, basically, in Armored Core. Yeah, that's not what we're looking for exactly. This looks nice, though. Yeah, quad legs tend to be the most expensive type of legs. The heaviest tank body, well, the heaviest tank legs we have here are nowhere near the cost of the heaviest quad legs. Yeah, there's actually a light tank thing down there. But that's not what we're really into tanks for. Now, there are a couple of things about tank legs. The first is that you can use heavy shoulder weapons without having to kneel. So we're going to buy the heaviest laser cannon we can. The second is that there are certain pieces of equipment that can't be used if you're using tank legs. Because tank legs have their own dedicated boosters, which aren't as good as back boosters. And you can't equip back radar while you have tank legs equipped. We already have a heavy back weapon, though we could equip that bazooka if we wanted to. Hell, we can equip any weapon we want to, basically. The big place where tank legs lose out is, well, speed, obviously. And not just forward speed, but also ground speed and that sort of thing. So we have to equip a more expensive multifunction head unit to get over the fact that we can't equip back radar. No. And I kind of want a map because we're going to be going through a maze for the next mission. Okay, extremely fierce, attack anything, many casualties. As usual, the guard can't fight back. Okay, we'll take care of that. Let's see, giant organisms, destroy the queen. No problem.
Combat system engaged.
Okay, we can target these bugs here. That's only because our head has a biosensor. Without a biosensor, you can't actually target biological enemies with your lock-on box. If you don't, you have to fire manually, and firing manually is just something you want to avoid having to do in Armored Core, even if these enemies are kinda slow. Yeah, heavy back weapons have this little highway thing that lets you aim them manually a bit more easily than arm weapons. But it's not something you want to rely on, unless you're interested in getting really good at, say, rockets. There are a couple of missions in this game where I will use rockets, but this is not that. Okay, just take care of these. Oh, my mistake, this is a spawning hole. It took me a little while to realize it. Yeah, there are respawning enemies down here too. But it's not nearly as bad as that underground mission with all of those four-legged security MTs. And besides, we get a bonus for every one of these things we destroy anyway, so... And our laser cannon takes them out in one shot. Yeah, there's the rusting blade. Using bipedal or reverse joint legs with a sweeping blade is better for smaller enemies like these. Legs just affect so much in this game. There's a reason that fans tend to classify ACs by what legs they're using. Because just saying that conveys so much information. Okay, there's the queen, but we're not going to be destroying her yet because there is a hidden part in this room. We'll take a few hits trying to grab it.
ACFCS obtained.
But now we can just do that.
Battle over. Combat system disengaged.
Yeah, see, all of the enemy organisms we destroyed more than paid for our expenses, so we got the full reward amount, basically. Yeah, these organisms may seem small compared to us, but these are basically EDF monsters. So, these are biological weapons created by a megacorporation. Oh well. Yeah, let's just forget about all of that human plus stuff we had to deal with. One of the things about Armored Core is that, unlike other games that might have a corporate dystopia setting, Armored Core doesn't really dwell on the status of its setting. It's like, well, here it is, and that's the way it goes. The setting is what it is, and it's up to the player to figure out how they feel about that. Anyway, we can finally afford the Super Quad Legs. These are actually faster and have less energy drain than the quad legs we were using before. And I kind of want to use it for the next mission, because we're going to be fighting more of those prototype MTs. And those are somewhat more mobile than the enemies we were fighting last mission, so I want to be fast too. These super quad legs are great, but they are really expensive, because I have had to make no changes to my loadout. Plus I can put the back radar back on. Yeah, back radar will always have superior range to head radar. And, of course, we're going to drop a save. I love the menu music in this game. It's like they knew you'd be spending a lot of time in menus, so like, let's create the best menu music. Okay, we can do that. Oh, them's fighting words. Oh, hey, we get to be a Raven influencer.
Begin the test. Fight with all your might. System
okay, Chaos
engaged.
0.9 has a few additions. Instead of the pulse weapons, it has a laser weapon instead, and it also has a missile launcher. It also moves a bit faster. However, it still has to stand still when it's using its chain guns. So there is that going against it. See, no problem.
Very good. Sorry, but you get no break. Try a test
Oh,
against another
oh,
MT.
you want me to fight two of them? Okay. I've got plenty of laser cannon ammo. And there it is. Yeah, don't stand still when fighting an AC with a laser cannon. It's not a good time.
You lived up to your fame, Raven. There still seems to be room for improvement here. Thank you for your help. This ends the test. Target achieved.
Yeah, see, we didn't take much damage, but we still got dinged pretty badly on repair costs. Now, let's check out the thing we got. See, it's not a generator. That's the FCS we picked up from the Nest mission. And it's not back equipment either, so it's an optional part of some kind. Yeah, decreases recoil from firing, like, heavy cannons, like cannon arms, or the back grenade gun, or that sort of thing. I'm struggling to think of when I should show off weapon arms because they aren't part of my normal playstyle. Oh well, I think I'll find a way somehow. So we're going to sell this FCS because Wide Shallow might be useful for some things. But I prefer the standard boxes that most things give me. Okay, we're being asked to blow some things up. Grossly misunderstood. Terrorist group. Yeah, let's defend the airplane first. And let's equip something not as expensive. Sorry, laser cannon, you're going to have to take a break for now. Just gonna drop a save here. And let's get this thing moving. One of his experiments was grossly misunderstood. He only tried to create a Frankenstein's monster. There was nothing wrong with doing something like that. Grossly misunderstood from the company that is heavily involved in human plus technology.
Tower to Raven, come in. 3 unidentified craft are approaching. Be careful.
Okay, so you need to defend the airplane on this airfield here, and the enemies here tend to move pretty fast.
Tower to Raven, come in. Eliminate all enemies on the runways.
So you'll want things that can hit the enemies moving at the kinds of speeds you're going to be encountering here. Machine guns, decent missiles, chain guns if you're still using a quad anyway. Yeah, you can do a lot in this game with the ground machine gun. It's pretty great.
Tower to Raven, come in. Enemy transport approaching. It's carrying reinforcements. Good work, Raven. The doctor just took off safely from another airport. We're gonna blow up that airplane along with the enemy craft. Stand back.
At least we're getting paid well for our troubles.
Target achieved.
Okay, we're going to want something with a bit more oomph for this mission. We're getting paid in advance, so things are probably gonna get messy. Yeah, we're gonna want something with a bit more hitting power than the machine gun. So let's get that pulse rifle of ours back. There we go. Let's see. There we go. I'd consider the bazooka, but the MTs in this mission are pretty mobile. Also, I'm gonna want biped legs for the better turning radius. It's kind of a decision between the old LN1001 and the upgraded version. Because, you know, better armor points and so on, but I think I'm going to want something a little bit cheaper for what's coming up next. And there we go. By the way, as far as optional parts go, your core actually determines how many slots you have for that. Yeah, basically we have to destroy the computer and all of the MTs in this mission.
This is the target. The nose of the downed plane is in the center of the crater. Destroy it.
Don't worry, my transport is invincible.
Enemy found.
Okay, so there are some pretty dangerous MTs down here. They move around quite a bit, and they have high knockaround weapons. So you're just going to need to mind your aim and where you're standing and all that sort of thing. I wish I knew how to use missiles better. Probably saved me a lot of pain in later AC games. Oh well, I'll figure it out eventually.
Enemy approaching. Danger. Danger. Danger.
Oh?
Name of AC. Kamui Mark 17.
Okay, Kamui Mark 17 belongs to Mizuho Kamui, who's the 8th ranked Raven. He uses a tank build with plasma cannons and dual missile launchers that can launch pretty hefty salvos of missiles. All of his weapons are hard-hitting and very dangerous, and I'm not sure you actually have to fight him, but I'm gonna. Actually, I don't know if he uses dual missile launchers, but he does fire a lot of missiles. kinda you can outturn him, but Kamui is actually pretty good at repositioning himself. By the way, even if he runs out of energy for his plasma shots, he still has plenty of missiles to throw at you, so you are in very big danger when you're fighting him. I managed to deal with him, but it was kinda close.
Target achieved.
Well, I made more like 28,000 credits on this because of the advance payment, but I still got knocked around quite a bit. Definitely saving after that. So let's see what's left on the plate. Oh, well, okay. Oh, it's an EERC thing. And they seem to be after military data. Old military data. So we're gonna blow up a computer. Okay, this is gonna be another tunnel mission, so we're going to rebuild our tank build and see what we can do with that. Yeah, we'll want to equip that head unit because we may need a map. Okay, move that back to the machine gun because we're going to be equipping an energy weapon here. Gonna drop a save, and then we're gonna go right to it. However, the slowness of our tank may actually be able to exploit a quirk in the AI of some of the enemies here. And I'm gonna point it out when we get there.
Combat system engaged.
Okay, most of the enemies down here are these little rocket drone guys, and they're fairly durable. And have some resistance to energy weapons, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for me, anyway. Navigating this area isn't that difficult. The general rule is go down. Aside from that, you're mainly just dealing with all of these guys over here. There's no special bonus for dealing with these MTs. Oh! think I should have brought something more maneuverable. Yeah, these are more of those general-purpose ACs. Yeah, something that happens is that when I'm moving, the enemy will actually shoot ahead of me. Instead of, you know, actually aiming properly. And I think what goes on here sometimes is that the enemy overcompensates with leading its shots. Basically, it sees that I'm moving, but aims too far ahead because it can't anticipate how slow I'm moving with this tank body. It was pretty amazing when I first saw it. But I think FromSoft is known more for its ideas than for having really, really tight mechanical design. And that's been true basically from the beginning. They're like a more art house version of Sandlot. Wait, we didn't actually have to fight this guy. Oh, well, better that he doesn't chase us or anything. Yeah, the thing about Armored Core as FromSoft's main franchise versus the Souls series as FromSoft's main franchise is that even though Armored Core did get 15 games from FromSoft, FromSoft was still very experimental with other titles during the period that Armored Core was FromSoft's big thing. Like, during the creation and development of the Armored Core games, you still got things like Echo Knight and Evergrace and Enchanted Arms and Chrome Hounds and Otogi and a whole bunch of other stuff. The Adventures of Cookie and Cream. It's kind of disturbing that all of these enemies are still able to give me significant knockback even though I am using tank legs. No! Thoroughfare. Okay. Guess we gotta go around with our heavily equipped Deadly War Machine. Ow. Thankfully, this laser cannon can solve a lot of our enemy problems. I think most of the enemies down here are energy resistant, which means I probably should have brought something like a, I don't know, a chain gun or some other kind of weapon like that. Maybe even tried the linear gun or something like that. I say or something like that too much. It's a problem. Oh, it's another view. Don't worry, I get stuck on things sometimes too. Oh, there are a couple of more of these things. Ah, I actually stabbed it. I feel good. It's probably the only sword thrust I'll ever hit in this entire playthrough. I know where my strengths are in this game. Okay, those things are just durable. I feel better now.
You're a Raven? I don't know anything about those things here.
Oh. Oh.
What did you hear? Forget it. Prepare to die.
Okay, that guy went down real easy because that wasn't actually a Raven. That was a mass-produced armored core, and those are used by Murakumo.
Combat system disengaged.
Again, we had advance payment, but we still took a bit of a beating there. Yeah, I mean, one of their mass-produced armored cores was there. That's pretty definitive. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, so Murakumo developed armored core technology. Okay, so we've got a couple of heavy missions teed up for us next time. But for now, we're just going to save and call it a day. And I will be seeing you next time where we continue our mercenary career in Armored Core. Goodbye!